Good morning to you. Welcome to my channel. This morning is the 29th of July. Excuse the traffic noise. I'm outside of Appleton's Harley-Davidson dealer getting my 2017 Tri-Glide service before my appointment. Now I will tell you what, I'm going to get the fire stick out here. Servicing of a vehicle is very, very important, especially when you go on long trips. Fresh oil, fresh fluids, just to make sure that nothing gummy is inside there to jam up your trip. And for me, that's a big plus. I do it every time I go on at least a 2,000-3,000 mile trip. I have to get my trike serviced. That's it. I mean, I will not do anything less. It's got almost 74,000 miles on it, excuse me. And let me tell you what, that right there is a lot of miles on a bike. But I always keep my oils changed, tires inflated, radiator full of fluid, whatever I need to do to keep it safe and sound. But I just wanted to touch bases with you that we are here at Appleton's Harley-Davidson dealer and we're getting a service today for the trip. And then when I get home, we'll finish part 2. I forgot to mention, and watching YouTube this morning, makes me leery that everybody's jumping on the bandwagon for the Harley-Davidson going woke. And I will tell you what, this DEI crap is full of shit in the United States, excuse my French, supporting the gay movement and the drag queens and all that. It's bullshit. But to each their own. I mean, if you're gay, you're gay. But don't have to rub it in our faces, okay? And you don't need no special treatment. And you damn sure don't need to be around kids, okay? That's all there is to that. I mean, y'all brainwashing them. I know I don't get political too much on my channel, and I don't mean to. But that's the way our society is going. I bought my Harley-Davidson. I've had the Harley-Davidson for years. It's funny, it's right across the street, and I'll take a picture of it and send it to you, is Indian motorcycles. Now, I will tell you this much, if they go woke, total woke, I mean, they're supporting all the gay shit, parades, and you got this German guy who's in freaking Germany. I mean, they're liberal-minded bitch anyway. But the whole idea was Harley-Davidson is an American brand name. You don't just destroy it because you don't believe in it and all that other crap. So I've been watching, not one, but there's like 25 different videos showing how companies are going woke. I don't support woke. And my bike's paid for, it's okay. I'll just get it serviced, but I want to make sure my mechanic is certified too. The one I got here at Appleton's Harley-Davidson dealer is certified. He's done me no injustice at all. He's very good, so the hell with all that other stuff. But I'm traveling, I have to stop at Harley dealers, and hopefully they're not woke. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there. That's my political statement of the day. I support Harley still, but if they go total woke and that German guy doesn't change his ways, I don't know what I'll do. My next bike will be an Indian, and I'll trike it out. I mean, I've ridden Indians, they're good bikes, but I'm a Harley guy, and you know, all the shirts that I bought. That's beside the point. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, don't let this political stuff interfere with you. I'm still here getting my trike service. They're starting to pull the bikes out now. They don't open at 9 o'clock, and I'm always early. So anyway, we'll catch you when I get to the house, and I will finish up the video on part 2 and how I'm getting ready for this trip. All right? Thank you. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Back from the dealership. Everything's all changed out. Bike got a clean bill of health, except for my front rotors, which I already knew about. But while I was there, I priced out my front rotors to be replaced, and when I come back and get it all done in non-riding season, ain't gonna cost me as much as I thought it did, which is good. Earlier, I had political reviews on this woke stuff again, and a lot of people at the dealership feel the same way, and the riders over there do too, but that's enough on that. The bike is ready to go. It's 100% set up. Gas tank is topped off. I'll hook up the trailer later, and then I'll show you what I'm packing up and how and talk a little bit about it. I'm not going to finish packing it in that video, but I will show you what's going on there too. So thank you, and let's keep riding. All right, welcome back to my channel. As you saw yesterday, I took my trike over to the Harley-Davidson dealer to get it serviced. This is just part of getting ready for my long trip, and what I do pretty much for every trip. First, service the vehicle that's got to take you, because if you don't have the vehicle to get you and the trailer there, it ain't going to be any good. Is it probably an overkill? I don't think so. That's just me. So, after I did all that, check my trailer out as well. Already loaded it, excuse me, already loaded inside except for Mama's clothes. Checking my air pressure on the tires, checking my chains, make sure everything's tight, my hitches are good, and doing an overall inspection. And then I go through my checklist to make sure, hey, my food bin, do I have all the freeze-dried food that we're going to be taking with us for the evening meals or whenever we're not going to eat at the restaurant? Do I have enough emergency equipment? I carry tools with me. I carry a few extra parts with me just in case. It might not need, but maybe somebody down the road. I find on the side of the road, hey, his shifter link broke, so I got an extra one of those. You know what I'm saying? Little things like that. All this is in preparation for a trip. I don't care if it's a 500 miler, 2,000, 3,000, or whatever. If I do anything over 3,000 miles, I'm going to stop at another dealership and get my oils changed on the bike, because your engine's got to stay alive. Keeping fresh oil, clean oil all the time helps you overall with your trip. Now, I know it looks empty right now, but I'll post a picture. When it's all done, it's not there now, so don't think about it. And everything will be set up. When I hook it up to the trike, before we leave on our trip, I'll show you the pictures. And then we will start our video from that portion on of our trips. Now, we will not post any of this that I'm talking about right now until I come home. And that's just because the wife doesn't want everybody to know exactly when we're not going to be at the house, how long, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Just our society today makes it kind of hard to tell you, hey, I'm going to leave here and I won't come here, and somebody come rob your house or whatever. Anyway, like I said, yesterday was a good day. I got the trike serviced, and I wanted to touch bases with you and tell you what else is left on the order. And we're going to walk over here and I'll show you a few things here real quick. As I said, I want to make sure my wheel lugs are all tight, got air in the tires, what I need. I did change my flags around. Somebody was nice enough to point it out. They were facing the wrong direction. Now we're facing the right direction. This little strap here does nothing more than hold on my cargo net. Ice chest will not be completely full again, like I told you, just enough to put ice, keep the drinks cold, get a bag a day, and we'll be good. And of course, make sure all my cargo nets, straps, and stuff are ready to go. So, what's going on top of the trailer are these 3 bins right here now. They're shorter. The 2 canopies and the bottom portion of that right there. We've opted to change a few things on this trip going down. And like I said, everything is set to go. It's a matter of putting, oh yeah, I forgot, sleeping bags and the cases. We got to go with this too. So, this trip is very important. We're going to be trying to finish off by October all of the lower 48 states on my trike or bike that we took on the rides. It's been a long time coming. All we have to do is everything like Delaware, Rhode Island, the little tiny states over there, and everything above New York to Maine. And that's where we're heading to. And we're actually going out there on the 4th of August. And we're going to go from here to Virginia to camp for the first night. And then from there we go to Maryland. And then from Maryland, we're going to go to New Jersey side. Why New Jersey? They have a thing called urban camping there, and I'll cover more as that goes later of the campground as part of the videos. But my wife's always had a desire to see New York City. I lived in New York City. I don't really care to go back, but you know what? It is kind of exciting to show her since she's never seen it. So we're going to get there on New Jersey side of the house, take the path over to Times Square, get our mug shots up there and do whatever we want to do, see that area. From there, we will go to the Empire State Building. Not up it, we're just going to go see it. You know, we don't want to wait 3 hours to go to the very top for what and cost all that money. So, and then from there, I'll take her to lunch over to Koreatown, which she doesn't know about, which is good. And then from there, of course, I want to see B&H Photo, a place I've always admired to see and wanted to visit. And then the Brooklyn Bridge, and my last stop in peace will be the World Trade Center and the reflection pool there. And go down there, catch the path at that same location area, back to New Jersey, and then from there we'll go up the rest of the East Coast, and I will follow along after this video. But this portion of the video was just to let you know, before you go on a trip, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you have your checklist, make sure you have everything you need. You got to have cash, you got to have your cards on hand. Make sure you tell your bank that you're traveling to these locations so they don't cut your bank off. I have a separate card that I put my funds into. I call it a travel card. That way, my main card doesn't ever get hit, and that's a good thing. And then you want to make sure you have enough clothing, your medication, All this stuff plays in the planning of your trip. It's just not like, hey, let's get on a bike, let's go down here, or your car, whatever you're driving, and just go visit the places. You got to have a plan. The best plan is a no plan. I got it. And so I like to just get on a bike and go to your destination. That always doesn't work, because if you don't have everything before that you leave, you're going to defeat the purpose, and you might not have what you need when you go down the road. Granted, there's stores along the way. I can get food, ice, and et cetera, et cetera. And that's what we plan to do. Stop at a place to cut down on the weight of the trailer. Stop off at Walmart or wherever, get the groceries, go back to the campground, cook it. And I don't have to lug it around, and the meat's going to be a little fresher, and I don't have to defrost or worry about it not being cold. The trailer we've talked about before. Everybody says, oh, it's overloaded. Guys and gals, it's not overloaded, okay? Trust me. With everything that I took out of the inside of that thing, and from the timeout trailer itself to a cargo trailer, it's 200 pounds, at least 200 pounds lighter, and then you add my stuff to it, which is the same stuff I probably would have added if I had the timeout camper, which would have made that trailer heavy. So, all that said in mind, we're going to be set to go. Make sure the house is locked, security system's set, cameras are set, and all the other cameras I got around are set. So these are checklists that I have to do before I get on this trip. Me and my wife are we're both in our 60s and above, and we're even halfway past the 60 mark. But that's okay. This is going to be a fun trip. We don't know how many more we're going to be doing in the future as far as long distance riding. It might not happen, but we do know we come back in August. We're already going to be gone a few days. Not really, a couple weeks or more. Once we get back from that, we have a few day break, and we're hooking up our other trailer, which I'll show you a picture of later. Yeah, I'll show it to you later. It's up here, right there. That trailer, Trike and us are going to Louisiana for our Southern Cruiser National Rally. And once again, I'm not going to do a full service on the bike, but I'm going to check everything out, the tire pressures and everything else, make sure the fluid levels are good, and check my trailers out and the load. And then come back for a couple weeks. Deer season starts, and then October time frame, we're just going to bust loose, go up to Wisconsin. I got a high school friend up there to see, and got another old soldier friend of mine that used to work for me up there in Illinois. We're going to stop and see him. But this one here, we're going to stay at the hotels. We're just going to take the trailer, take our bags and whatever we need to go there, and just do that for it. And that will complete 49 of the 50 states, because we already did Alaska in 2014 on the trike, my 2012 trike. So that leaves me with Hawaii, which I don't have to plan too much other than buy an airplane ticket, go over there, rent the bike, ride around Hawaii, and I've covered all 50 states. We've covered six of the Canadian provinces already, and that will be in the future later to cover, begins with an S, and Manitoba and Newfoundland area and Nova Scotia. Those are trips that are down the road. But anyway, thank you for watching our channel and how to prepare for the maintenance and readability to get ready to travel. It's just a short, brief video to help you all see what I do. Maybe you can implement what you do and maybe add what I did to it to help you list, and maybe I'll watch your list and add to mine too, because I've learned to list from another good friend. He has an actual checklist on his phone, camera chargers, etc., etc. All that stuff plays into time. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and let's get ready to ride on this trip.